Hello everyone. Let us start our today's lesson with compiler and interpreter. Before giving you difference between compiler and interpreter, because this is your next topic of your book, I want to tell you something about compiler and interpreter. What is compiler? All high level languages need to be converted to machine code because a computer can understood by machine code only, can understand machine code only, so that the computer can understand the program. After taking the required inputs, it processes the program and shows the desired output if the program is error free. Otherwise, the errors are to be corrected first to execute the program successfully. The conversions of high level language to machine level language, that is binary code, can be done in two possible ways, either by using compiler or an interpreter. A software that accepts the whole program in high language and converts into its equivalent machine level language is known as compiler. The compiler is comparatively faster than interpreter, but sometimes it becomes difficult to correct errors because it displays all the errors together. What a compiler do? Compiler executes the whole program, means compile the whole programs at once, and after execution, if there is error, then it will give you the all errors at once, which will create sometimes problem, because all errors correcting at once is a tough job to do. What is the working of it? A high language level language is being compiled, and when it is compiled, it converted into machine level language. Or we can say source program, means source code, is being translated, means compiler is here what? It is a translator, and it translates the program into object program, that means object code. So this is the working of compiler. A compiler is designed exclusively to convert a program written in a specific high level language. This means that each high level programming language requires a separate compiler for conversions. For examples, there was one language, Fortran, that means formula translation. For that, Fortran compiler was required. For assembly level language, assembler was required. So many languages was there and many compilers were there. Like C language, Turbo C, Borland C, these types of compilers are used to compile it. C++ is also using the same platform, that means Turbo C and Borland C. So this is the use of compiler. Now what is interpreter? The software which converts the high level instructions line by line to machine level language is known as an interpreter. If an error is found on any line, the execution stops till it is corrected. Means if there is any error found in any line, then at the same line it will stop and it will tell you that the error is occurred over here. You just solve it and then move ahead. So this is the working of interpreter. Means in place of executing all line at once, what interpreter do? Interpreter execute it one by one and gives error one by one, which is an easy job to do. And in Java, as I told you before, in the features of Java, we are having both together, compiler as well as interpreter, which I will tell you in this lecture how it is being implemented and how it is being used. But before that, let us know the difference between compiler and interpreter. Hello students. Here the difference between compiler and interpreter is being given. What are the difference? The first one. Compiler takes entire program as input, whereas interpreter takes single instruction as input, as I told you before in my this lecture. Intermediate object code is generated, I'm talking about in compiler, but there will be no intermediate object code is generated. Intermediate means the code which required by the machine. Then conditional control statements are executed faster, whereas conditional control statements are executed slower in interpreter. Memory requirement more, because since object code is generated, whereas memory requirement is less over here. Here object code is not generated, that's why. Next, fifth one, program need not be compiled every time, because it execute the whole line of program statements at once, whereas every time higher level program is converted into lower level program in interpreter. Sixth, errors are displayed after entire program is checked, and in this one by one, line by line, means errors are displayed for every instruction interpreted, if any. And if I talk about the example, then C compiler is the example of it, and interpreter the basic compiler. So this is the difference between compiler and interpreter. Keep in mind, this is not the compiler and interpreter which we are using in our Java programming. Which type of compiler and interpreter which we are using in our Java programming, we will discuss in this lecture. Let us know. But the quality and the working of compiler and interpreter are same. Means compiler works, it will execute the whole program at once, whereas interpreter executes the code line by line. Now let us know about the Java compiler or Java interpreter. We know that compiler and interpreter are used in various computer languages. Each computer language use either compiler or interpreter to convert source code into object code. Java language treats compiler and interpreter in different ways. How? Java compiler is a software that converts source code into intermediate binary form, and that binary form is known as bytecode. The bytecode is a common binary form of the binary and works irrespective of the machine on which it is to be executed. Further, Java interpreter accepts bytecode and converts it into machine code suitable to the specific platform. As I also mentioned here in the figure, you just see. Java is different. Java compiler produces bytecode, not machine code. It produces bytecode, and I am telling you, it is not the code which our operating system requires. This is the bytecode which requires by an interpreter, because bytecode can be run on any computer with the Java interpreter installed. Here you can see, this is my Java program which is being compiled by the compiler. Then after that we got Java bytecode, and that Java bytecode, with the help of different interpreters for different operating system to common binary form of the program, and they works irrespective of the machine on which it is to be executed. And you can see here are three different types of machines are there. The first one is Windows platform, next one is Mac platform, and the last one is Unix platform. So that's why Java interpreter is better than any other interpreters. So this is the use of Java compiler and interpreter. Let us know more about it, how it works. It works like that due to Java Virtual Machine, that is also known as JVM. Now, what is Java Virtual Machine? Java interpreter converts bytecode into machine code. The bytecode is the general binary form of the Java source code. This binary form needs to be modulated according to the machine on which it is to be executed. Here, Java interpreter plays an important role, acting as a machine to produce object code compatible to the specific machine. Although it is a software, Java interpreter is still referred as the Java Virtual Machine. Now here also I'll tell you, JVM is not a real hardware machine but a software layer which resembles an hardware platform. JVM converts Java bytecode into machine language and executes it. Then the bytecode can be executed on any platform where there exists JVM. JVMs are available for many hardware and software platforms. The uses of the same bytecode for all the JVMs on all platforms allows Java to be described as a write once run anywhere programming language. Thus, the JVM is a crucial component of the Java platform. This slide I have taken by Batra because I got very good points over here regarding JVM machine. JVM is what? It's not a real hardware. It's a software layer. This point I got very attractive over there. So that's why I take it from there, and I didn't remove the name of the site also. Means you can also go on this site for your queries. So Java Virtual Machine is what? It's a machine which is installed to help the user for their working. Means a soft program which has been made on any platform is very easy to run on any platform if there is Java interpreter is been there. So keep in mind, JVM is the main part of the computer which executes all type of programs very easily because it does not require any code. It requires only bytecode. Source code is not required by it. It works on bytecode. That's why it is essential for the machine. Now I will tell you the working of your machine, how it works. Now see this figure. A program is being written, or we can say the data is there, which is being compiled by Java compiler. After that, it will produce bytecode. Bytecode, after interpreting, it will convert it into machine language. and that machine language is output for whom? For our processors. And the reverse process will give our what? Solution. Means when that output is been in machine language, then interpreter converts it into bytecode, which bytecode will be our program, and then the compiler will convert it into our useful language. So this is the working of compiler and interpreter. They works like what? Suppose you go anywhere, like in Russia, in Italy, in France. Then in Russia, what you are required? You required one translator, because there is no Hindi and English is being talking. Means some people is talking over there, but most of the peoples are talking over there as in their own language, like Russian. In France you will get French. In Italy you will get Italians. So these things you should have to learn, that a translator would do what? Translator will make you understand that what the other person is saying. So this is the lecture about compiler and interpreter, then Java compiler and interpreter, Java interpreter as virtual machine, working of Java program, working of compiler and interpreter. Hope you all would love it. Thank you. Have a nice day. God bless you.